Welcome back, students. In today's digital class, we shall take up the next poem, Amanda, written by Robin Klein. Now, we shall try to know about the poetess Robin Klein. Her full name, Robin Klein, is an Australian author of books for children. She was born on 20th February 1936 in New South Wales and now resides near Melbourne. She had her first short story published at the age of 16. Several of her books have been listed for CBCA. What is CBCA? Children's Book of the Year Award. So her famous works are Hating Alison Ashley, Hallway Across the Galaxy, Turn Left, and Boss of the Pool are some of her famous writings. Now, what is the central idea of the poem Amanda? The students, the greatest wealth that a child wants to possess is what? Can you guess? Her freedom. And the thing that he or she never likes, what? Is a constant nagging, unwanted instructions, and even overprotection. Of whom? Of the parents. See, every child feels that he or she is controlled and instructed not to do one thing or the other. See, Amanda is a little girl. She too is instructed the same way, not to bite her nails and hunch her shoulders. Hunch means an impression that something might be the case. So, not to bite her nails and hunch her shoulders. Whether she had done her homework, made her room tidy, or cleaned her shoes, so she is instructed not to eat chocolates, to stop sulking, and not to be so moody. But Amanda listens to all these instructions. What? Half heartedly, not wholeheartedly. She is busy in her own daydreaming. She dreams that she is a mermaid or an orphan or the Princess Rapunzel. So, this is the central idea of the poem. Now, let me recite the whole poem for you. Please pay attention. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. There is a languid, emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. I am an orphan, roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I'll certainly never let down my bright hair. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You're always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. Now, the students, let's take up the first stanza. Now I'm going to describe the first stanza. Shall we start? Come on, let's get started. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. So, the students, who do you think is talking to Amanda? Her mother. Mother is talking to Amanda. So, why does she instruct like this? What was Amanda's posture? She was sitting crouched up with her shoulders bent forward. So, what was she instructed not to do? Not to bite her nails, not to bend her shoulders and sit straight. So, you can observe highlighted the difficult word hunch. The word hunch means what? Bend into hump position or an impression that something might be the case or shoulders curve forward. So here, her mother asked her not to do so. So now does the mother want that she should hunch her shoulders down. She wants her to sit straight. Amanda seems to be drooping her body towards one side. Her mother wants her to adopt a straight or right posture and sit straight. So yeah, in this stanza, spoken in each stanza spoken by her mother follows the rhyme scheme. What is the rhyme scheme? Can you find out here? Yes, Amanda. First line ends with the word Amanda, and the second line also ends with the word Amanda. So both sound same. Amanda, A. So rhyme scheme is A. So third line ends with the straight. So it sounds differently. Straight, ta sound. So the rhyme scheme is A, B. So Amanda, A, both words sound same. Straight is, and again Amanda. The last line ends with the word Amanda and sounds Amanda. So the rhyme scheme is A, B. Shall we move on to the next slide? There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. So, the students, here one thing that you need to observe that this stanza is given in parenthesis. What in parenthesis? Do you know? Don't worry, I am going to give you the meaning. A clause, phrase, or word which is inserted usually for explanation or amplification into a passage which is already grammatically complete and usually marked off with what? With the brackets, commas, or dashes. This is the meaning of parenthesis. You can observe this stanza is marked with the brackets. So why? Why this stanza is marked with brackets? Can you guess? Yes. So here Amanda is the speaker. In the first stanza, her mother is the speaker. Here Amanda is the speaker. So do you think the speaker is listening to the speaker? No, Amanda is not listening. Amanda is not listening to the speaker because she is thinking over. So this parenthesis encloses the thoughts of Amanda. So reveals the thoughts of Amanda while her parent is talking to her. So her inner voice is revealed. Inner feeling is revealed. She reveals, encloses her thoughts. So Amanda, so this is the meaning of putting this stanza with the brackets. So there is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. Languid means spiritless, calm. So here we can observe that there is a languid. So what in what state is the sea? Very peaceful. You can observe the slide. I selected a very good slide for you. So here, what is the wish of the girl? She longs to enjoy swimming in the sea. Yeah, you can observe how mermaid is swimming so peacefully. And why? Why does she wants to be a mermaid? She wanted to be a mermaid. Shows that she wanted to relax and live in peace. See what is the meaning of language? Peaceful. So you observe that Amanda doesn't bother what her mother wants. She is lost in a dreamy world. She imagines as if she were in a quiet emerald island. There is no one there except her. So she moves around freely and blissfully, like whom? Like a mermaid. Have you understood, students? So we move on to the next slide. Finish your homework, Amanda. Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. So we observe that Amanda was asked to clean her shoes, to brush her teeth, and who do you think speaks who speaks these lines? Amanda's mother. So what do these lines tell about her? What? She had nagging parents. So unfortunate that she had nagging parents. So here observe we observe that she had nagging parents. And Amanda's mother asks if she has finished her homework. She's asked, she asks if she has made her room tidy or cleaned her shoes. So her mother has already asked her to clean her shoes. So yeah, you can observe in the images that mother is instructing Amanda to clean her shoes, to keep her room tidy. This is what making Amanda so irritated, so tensed and upset. Shall we move on to the next slide? I am an orphan roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Here, I am an orphan. Who says? Amanda says. Is Amanda an orphan? No, Amanda is not an orphan, but she wishes she was as she wants to be, alone. Just for the sake of loneliness, she wants to be an orphan with lack of instructions and freedom to roam the street. So, actually, Amanda is not an orphan. So, here who is I here? Amanda, I am an orphan. Hushed bare feet. What is the meaning of hushed bare feet? Feet without shoes, which do not make any sound. So, what is she doing there? You can observe in the image. Wandering in the street, making pattern in the dust with our bare feet. So here you can observe what attributes, dear students, what attributes are appreciated here? Silence and freedom. She is in search of silence and freedom. She is craving for silence and freedom. She is desiring for peaceful atmosphere. She doesn't want to be nagged. So what is the meaning of hushed? Silent is the meaning. So further the poet said, Amanda doesn't want to be instructed at every step. She doesn't want to be instructed. So she prefers to be an orphan roaming aimlessly around the street. She wants her bare feet leave patterns or designs on the dust. She wants to lead a silent and peaceful life. Have you understood? Shall we move on to the next slide? Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? See here, the students, the poetess is highlighting what the what does the poet make Amanda remember? Her acne. Why? So what is this speaker's first advice? Not to eat chocolate. You can observe in the image how child is upset. She is crying because she's been instructed not to eat chocolate. Do you think children today they listen? They obey? Not to eat if they are told not to eat chocolate? Never. They cry. So who is the listener here? Listener? Amanda. Amanda is a listener. And what? Amanda has been asked to stop eating chocolate. So the speaker has asked Amanda to do so because she has a tendency to get acne. What is acne? Pimples. See the students, the speaker wants Amanda. Mother wants Amanda to look at her so that she can ensure that Amanda is listening to us. In the last line, I am speaking to you. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? So she wants Amanda to look at her to ensure that Amanda is listening to her. So she says, why is Amanda? Why is Amanda not looking at the speaker? Because she is engrossed. She immersed in her own thoughts. So Amanda is immersed in her own thoughts. Amanda doesn't bother what her mother is saying, nor does she look at her mother when she is giving her instructions. So the mother expects her to look towards her while she is speaking. Shall move on to the next slide. I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I certainly never let down my bright hair. So you can observe that Amanda imagines herself as Rapunzel. So metaphor, figures of speech, metaphor is used. I am Rapunzel. Is she Rapunzel? No, she imagines. She thinks as if she is Rapunzel. So she wants to be Rapunzel. Why? Why do you think, the students? So we shall find out in this stanza what made her to think that she is Rapunzel. See here in this stanza, who is speaking to whom? Amanda speaking to us. I told you this is one of the parentheses. So here the words, the inner words of Amanda is put within brackets. According to speaker, yeah, what kind of life does one lead in a tower? full of peaceful freedom. Here, the speaker would never let down. She says, never let down my bright hair. Means what? She would not let loose a hair like Rapunzel. Rapunzel means, who is Rapunzel? A beautiful fairy living all alone in a tower. Here, you can also, you are very familiar with this story. Rapunzel is a beautiful princess whose stepmother keeps her captivated or locked up in a tower with the no steps or door. Next, we observe further, poetess says that she is again lost in a dreamy world. The whole stanza tells us that she is lost in a dreamy world. She imagines herself as Rapunzel living in a lonely tower. Why? In that tower, life is free from all cares. She's in search. She's longing for freedom. She's longing for tranquility. It is rare peace and tranquility that prevails there. Where? Where? In the tower. She is proud of her beautiful hair as Rapunzel was. She certainly never let down her bright hair like Rapunzel. Shall we move on to the next slide? Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You're always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think I nagged at you, Amanda. So you can observe the image there. I have displayed it for you. So yeah, mother speaks in this stanza. What does she speak? Stop that sulking at once. So who do you think Amanda was sulking and becoming moody? Because why? Why do you think Amanda was sulking? Because she did not want to be instructed constantly. So it made her angry and sad. So in the third stanza, anyone would think that I nagged at you. I means who? Amanda's mother. So the word nagged means what? Always always finding fault with someone. So what does, dear students, what does the girl yearn for? What does the girl longing for? The girl longs for freedom. I have told you in the introduction, to live. Why? Why does she want freedom? To live her life peacefully in her own way. Nobody should give her any instructions. She doesn't want any instructions and tell her what to do and what not to do. So she doesn't want to be nagged. She doesn't want to be instructed or imposed of anything. So she says, otherwise, she feels that Amanda is always moody. Mother feels daughter is always moody and keeps on behaving like that. She must stop sulking. Sulking means feel angry or sad and feeling unhappy. She must stop feeling unhappy. Otherwise, what happens? People will think that Amanda is unhappy. Why? Because her mother is always nagging at her. So she is worried that people might find fault with her because her daughter is unhappy because her mother is always nagging at her. So she doesn't want it. That's what she questions. Stop sulking at once. So, dear students, we shall recall what we discussed in this session in the recapitulation. Shall we recall what we discussed in this poem? So, this poem is about a little girl called Amanda, who is constantly instructed about what to do and what not to do. She's told not to hunch her shoulders and to sit up straight. She's told to finish her homework and clean her room. She's forbidden from eating a chocolate that she has. But Amanda keeps dreaming of a life of freedom in the open. She dreams of of mermaid in the sea, of roaming barefoot in the dusty street, and of the golden haired Rapunzel, who lived all alone in where? In a high tower. She takes no note of what is being said to her and is rebuked, is scolded for being moody and sulking all the time. So, the students, it's what we discussed in this poem. If you have any doubt, please ask me during our online discussion. Okay, so the whole and soul, the theme of the poem tells us that the girl yearns for freedom from the rules and instructions which she is bombarded continuously. So we can understand that as we love freedom, she too loves freedom. Thank you, students. We shall meet in the next digital class.